Hi, thanks for subbing for me today. This is something new I'm trying out, so I'd love some feedback on the sub plans, if this was helpful, if it's unnecessary, that sort of thing. Just kind of a quick overview of what the sub plans are. So, like I said, if you wouldn't mind, just leave me a little feedback if it was helpful or not. So, the schedule's on the page. We do have a block schedule for my two language arts classes. They're going to start the hour reading quietly. There in each class, there's about 5, 6, 7 kids that haven't finished the novel we're supposed to be reading. They should have been done on Monday. They're not done, and so this is a chance for them to get caught up, try to do a little bit more reading. The rest of the class will be reading something else quietly. I've got plenty of books in the room for them to read. After they're done with that, give them a minute to stretch a little bit, and then I'm going to have them take a test. They've got a test today. Give them about 45 minutes to take that. Now, those ones that were reading Peak and they weren't ready for the test, it's a waste of time for them to actually sit down and take the test right now because they're not ready for it and they won't pass it. So if they aren't caught up on the book, they're going to write "not ready" at the top of the page and turn it in blank, not fill anything else out. Everybody else is going to work on the test just like a normal test. Make sure they're not walking around. It's a test, normal test protocol. And then have them turn those in at the end. Now, one question that's been tripping them up is question number 13. All I'm asking in that question is for them to just write something interesting that they learned in the book. It could be anything. I told them as long as they tell me something that actually happens in the book, they'll get 100% on it. But it's really thrown them off. Now, when they're done with that, they are going to they're going to read quietly, and when everybody's done with the quiz or the test, have them, and they're all turned in, all the kids who are still working on Peak, have them come to the front of the room and sit so that they can read quietly. They'll spend the whole rest of the time reading. They've got to get that book done. Everyone else is going to get on their iPads, and they're going to do a program called Flipgrid. The code is on the board. It's just my name, Mr. Stock. And that's a thing that they record a video response to questions I post on there. They can work with a partner, just try to keep them from getting too out of control so that those kids can read. If they don't want to put their face in the video, they don't have to. If they would rather just keep reading, that's fine too. But that's for the kids who are completely done. Now, I've listed the kids that I don't think are finished yet, so that's on the sub plans. Now, there is a time that says flex time. That flex time is when you'll get a different set of kids, the rosters in the sub plans. Those are kids who signed up to get caught up on reading the book, Peak, but some of them may have already finished the book. If they have, they'll just read something else quietly. During that flex time, another group is going to come in. They're my robotics team. You don't need to do anything with them. They are completely self-sufficient. You're just there to make sure they're okay. That's it. They can completely manage themselves. You're lucky. 4th hour, you've got a really long 2-hour plan time. It's your plan lunch, so that's it. And then during homeroom today, they're going to make sure they clean up, put the desks back into groups like they normally put them in. They know what the groups look like. And then once the room looks good, trash is cleaned off the floor, books are put away, they're going to go clean out their lockers. One last thing I forgot to mention is during startup time, Mrs. Watkins is going to come in and do the second step lesson. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. Just help her manage student behavior, and that's it. Thanks. Like I said, let me know if this was helpful. This ran a little bit long, so I may try to work in the future on cutting it down a little bit. But, yep, let me know if this is helpful at all. If you need anything, you can email me. I'm at a conference today, so I'll have my phone. I'll be able to be within email range, and that's on the sub plans too. If you need, email me. All right, have a good day.